Welcome back. We are us, and we are in a different place on the map, the Art Academy in particular, because I was wandering around. And happened to come by here. Apparently I was checking the places I couldn't go anywhere, right? So like anywhere that had one of these or didn't, such as this right here. This location didn't have this before. I've been looking for the last member of at least I'm hoping it's the last member of the Fishhead gang. But I probably am going to need the last ability unlocked first before I can find wherever it is that she may be hiding. Granted, I don't necessarily think... No, I think I actually did need an ability for one of them. The traction ring ability, in fact. Regardless, came here, and I found this. Okay. Well, that was not worth it. So, another thing I was doing was trying to make I don't remember the name of the birds themselves. I was trying to do Amber's quest to see if I could do it. I need one more hour. And then we can get that turned in. Unless she asks for something else. I know the entire run now, and it requires that you use two of these things that spawn up here. What those do is basically give you back one temporal coil, which, in getting that back, you set the clock back by an hour. And hitting both of those, there are two of them on the path for Amber's quest. And you need to hit both of them. I've got them marked, so I don't need to really think about it. I think the only thing left for us to do is wait until we unlock the next ability. We also need to keep an eye out for more paintings. We're missing two of them. And once we do that, we get one memo card and a slot expansion. The slot expansion on its own is definitely going to be, I don't think we have any open slots that we can't use right now, so a single slot expansion on its own isn't going to do much for us. I really wish I had this marked, because now I'm wondering. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a marker there, assuming that it's blocked. Where are we supposed to be anyway? Right, we did all of this last episode. I remember this area in particular. I can't get to this guy because I think we have to come up from underneath. So yeah, let's head back to the Architecture Academy. It has to be architecture, right? So, apparently, I just remembered, we found... we did Flora's quest. She's still saying the same thing? Yeah. Here she is. Thanks to you, Miss Kotama, Claire's almost back on her feet. Her appetite's hearty, sleep's improved. She'll be her lively self pretty soon. Oops, did that make it sound like I'm talking about my pet hamster? Just a little bit. Lord told me you were the one who saved me, right? I'm sorry for dragging you into all this trouble. I think I skipped a line because I heard the sound of text progressing twice, and I felt my finger accidentally tap the button twice. So we can try interacting with her again and see if we get a repeat of the text we missed. I'm a bit different from the others here. I'm always getting sick for various reasons. It's pretty normal outside these walls. If anything, students here are way too robust. Oh no, we didn't miss anything. That's good. Elaine, right. Our last duel showed me how much EDI still has room for improvement. If another chance arises, I'd love to have another showdown with you. Make sure you bring your friends. Wouldn't be much of a fight without them. And your robots too. Why not? Oh, we did find Flora. I don't need to be up here. Okay, two things to do here. See if we can interact with her. And pick this up. The Robot Battle Championship, jointly organized by the 4 academies, has concluded. After 2 weeks of intense competition, the championship title was claimed by Blazing Hotpot from the Biology Academy. In the final match, despite losing one arm and most of its mobility, Blazing Hotpot skillfully defended against 13 consecutive attacks from its opponent, Octopus Heavyweight, and delivered a decisive counterblow in one of the most stunning underdog victories in the championship's history. This marks the first time since the championship's inception that a student from outside the Architecture Academy has won the title. Okay, so now we make real progress into the Architecture Academy. Get back on the floor. Motherfucker still took the step, too. That is actual AIDS. What? Oh, come on. I wish this would push you up a little, as that would make it more useful for maintaining height when you're trying to just... Okay, nope. Will you be my main character? A student named Nicklin told this to me, her eyes gleaming. Sorry if that was misleading. I mean, can you be the model for the protagonist of my comic? So, she wanted to draw me in her manga? That is the strangest request I've ever gotten. I'm working on a short story, but I couldn't settle on the protagonist's design until you showed up and inspired me. I asked her what the story is about. It's an urban superhero manga. The hero wears a wild helmet and fights a mega corporation to protect the ocean. I'm having a little trouble picturing it. So I come out of the hole here. From where, I wonder? Not much I could do from there. Wait, why am I just standing here? Well, I can heal. Okay. How about I end up behind you then? Whap, 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 whap. Weird that didn't take me to the enemy database. That's kind of dumb. Whatever. So when I see a door like, well, a wall, it looks like this, it's something that requires a button to be pressed to open it from the opposite side. I need to keep that in mind. I stopped what I was saying mid-sentence because I thought to myself that I probably should mark that area, but the area itself is visible. So every time I come through there, it's obvious. I'm trying to get into the habit of marking areas of interest, like breakable walls, but I don't know. I can't see beyond it like I could in the previous room, and stuff like that. Oh, that's not good. I don't know how in the world I would ever actually hit that. Okay. I'll be right back. Right. It does do that. Right. Might be an opening beneath this thing. Let's see what's actually down there first. Ah, yeah, we need to go down here. Okay. Glad I finally got that. Wait, so do I still lose my charge? No, that's good.
Hello, I'm
I'm the school's public health assistant. Do you need help? No. I detect that you have not yet received the health monitoring nano device implant. Would you like me to administer it now? Does it hurt? A little. Then no. Understood. Would you like to rate my service? What score do I give if... What score do I give to make you stop following me? If you give a perfect score, I can recommend a personal health assistant for you. 1 point. I apologize for the unsatisfactory experience. Could you spare a moment to complete the feedback survey? That's enough. I want to say I don't want to, but then there's this idiot. Okay, be right back. I said that before I was sure I'd actually reached the door. It would have been really awkward to stop right here. Well, it would have been a little awkward. Okay. That could have sucked. How do I get him to do that spin again? There we go. Oh, hi there. I did not even think to attack that wall. That is insane. Two, three, and then... Okay. WeArEuS. All right. Right, I should have used the umbrella. That much is extremely obvious now. And we have... Yeah, we have... There we go. God, that is going to be awful until we get whatever it is that is meant to break that thing. Wasn't there another area with that? Oh. Okay. Nope, stay with me, buddy. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely what is going on up here. So how much do I need? It's going to be high. 36% of the votes. Noted. I should head down. But I can wait. Oh. Okay. So... I mean, we have to kill it. I hate that. the damage on that is disgusting. And for some reason it didn't go to the enemy's data log? That seems like bait. I think that's bait. But I want it. This might require something specific. We couldn't progress up above because there's the lasers in the way. So we have to go down. Oh. I hate that. Yeah, I could have just healed myself. I don't care. I don't need this. That being said... one annoyance. I see how this is going to go. Yeah. There's nothing I can think of. There's a door up here. Hold on. I want those guys gone. Since I'm going to be taking this path anyway. Don't hit me! I'm human! Can't you tell? The robot suddenly started begging for mercy. I'm really a human. Let me take the helmet off to show you. Wait. It's not... It didn't feel this tight when I put it on. After struggling for a while, she managed to remove her head, or rather, the helmet. See? I told you, I'm a living, breathing person. Then why are you dressed like that? To blend in with the robots and infiltrate their headquarters. Headquarters? These robots are probably controlled by a central AI. If I can destroy it, I can stop them all. How do you know that? That's usually how it works in the movies. Anyway, I've said too much. Gotta keep moving before they find me out. She put the ill-fitting helmet back on and marched away with stiff, robotic steps. Because she's a little special. Hold on. Okay. What if we do this? Okay, I see why we need that then. I mean, it's doable. Get your limited edition. There we go. I couldn't think of anything. WeArEuS really is a genius. Thanks to her, we're now having all these robot butlers. Robot butlers? Look, I don't have to lift a finger, and these robots handle every part of my daily life. That's what I call a robot butler. Others don't seem to see it that way. It took some getting used to at first. We're just not keeping up with the times. Hey, Natasha 3, no raisins in the toast. Make it again. The robot simply replied, out of flour, and went back to cleaning. It's like that sometimes. Can't expect perfection. I mean, they're robots, so you can. Aren't you afraid of them? Some say they force you to wake up, sleep, and work on their schedule. Is it really that different from being woken up by my roommate snoring, listening to her bedtime stories, and still making that 8 a.m. class? The only difference is Natasha 3 makes me breakfast when she wakes me, while my roommate expects me to bring her breakfast. So another impassable wall. Got it. You're different. I can see that. I met that robot at the repair station. It called itself PE000. It wasn't quite like the other robots. In fact, it reminded me more of the guide. Every action you take, every time you start over, I've recorded it all. Yet you never seem to notice. Its words were hard to understand. Why couldn't it just speak plainly? The dates I've recorded differ from the actual dates by tens of thousands of days. My analysis suggests Karma is caught in some form of temporal overlap, and you are the only one unaffected. The way to stop it is, even though I still couldn't grasp it all, The guide cut it off. If you say any more, I'll send you billions of paradox queries. You know the consequence. I see. So this is a game designed for her. I will be more careful. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, hey there. I don't see you. Ooh. No. Laser Lad the Nano Cutter. We're going to have to come at that from above. So I wonder if... No, there's definitely something down here, right? Yeah. Did it change? Yeah, so we can't go that way. Interesting. Oop, need that. Crap. Didn't mean to grab that. That robot kept repeating the same task. It tore down one wall, then used the material to build a new wall right beside it. Then it demolished the new wall and rebuilt the original one in the old location. It repeated this cycle, never changing, no matter how many times I passed by. My curiosity got the better of me, so I asked, "Why are you doing this?" "Materials insufficient. Repairing wall. Materials insufficient. Repairing wall." That was the only reply I received. The guide explained that this is simply its program directive. Just as the guide exists to give directions, the robot exists to repair walls. Nope. Hate this. Let's head back up to where we were. Tempted to see... Hold on, where's the... That's pretty far. Let's go back to the checkpoint and mark and hit that so we keep everything that we've done so far. just in case this ends up killing us. No, we actually... Oh, I'm so glad I didn't hit that switch. Remember, the first time we hit it, we were literally forced to sit and watch as this moved. So there's no way we can hit the switch, drop down, and then slide in between before it fully descends, because it'll force us to sit and watch it descend. Okay. That shouldn't have worked. I see. You know, in all my foolishness, my eternal, unending foolishness, I forgot that the ceiling could be a threat. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a hitbox thing, where this sort of moves my hitbox that way, which is why when he does the attack itself, it doesn't hit me while I'm parrying, but it doesn't hit the parry either. I don't have a solution for this issue right now, so we may be stuck here. Well, I was going to leave a mark here, but this being an obvious dead end, or just a place we stop progressing, is going to make that very clear. So I mean, I'm tempted to. Yeah, we probably should, right? There's one screw up and we end up all the way back over here. And then we have to kill this shark head girl again. Okay, so we head down this way now. I actually want to check this side here, but we can't go any further, can we? No. How did we get down here then? Okay, I guess we can't go back up the way we came. I don't think this moved the entire... I don't think it moved both columns. It just... The switch only moved this one. Right. Okay, that explains some things. Nothing, we go this way. No. Okay, noted. So we're closing in on the final ability. If you see Nito, please tell her that if she doesn't return to class soon, she can forget about graduating. From what the student said, I recall spotting that Nito in the art academy. I admit she's talented, but that doesn't mean she can keep breaking school rules. Curious, I asked what she'd actually done. Not wearing the uniform, skipping classes, installing memo card machines all over campus without permission, the fact that she's still enrolled is remarkable. No, oh, that's okay. Not wearing the uniform, skipping classes, installing memo card machines all over the campus without permission. The fact that she's still enrolled is remarkable in its own way. Alright, we have to kill somebody, or break something, hurt someone, the usual, and then we get the new ability. Hey, and it's going to be harder mode, in fact. Nope, I saw it too late. Did you not? Go ahead. Okay. Just starting to feel a little personal. Choose. Okay. So basically, I'm just screwing around with them at this point. If I use my skill, the fight's over. Okay. I'm sorry. Temporal stasis is supposed to give you greater rewards when you defeat an enemy that's empowered by it. And yet, one Temporalis is not a greater reward. Now, would I have gotten one at all? I genuinely don't know. I have no idea. But at the very least, we should have gotten 2 for this. I mean, okay, sure. The fight itself was really simple. We were in no actual danger at the end. I was just screwing around. I was more of a danger to myself than the actual mid-boss? No, I can't even really call it that. It wasn't that strong or dangerous. Hello there. Geological surveys indicate that the planet contains metals extremely scarce on Earth, materials critical for spacecraft manufacturing. I therefore propose establishing an extraction tunnel through the door. This would ensure a steady resource supply, eliminating concerns of shortages even during extended space missions. I wish I could, what is it called? RP walk towards the final ability, but... Liquid Dash. You know, I don't know what I was expecting for the last ability to be, but for God dang sure wasn't this. Not that I'm disappointed or anything, I just... It's just so obvious. I am stunned by how obvious it is. Like, yeah, you could go to the trouble of thinking of something incredibly unique or crazy, or you could just become intangible during your dash, an ability you've had since nearly the beginning of the game. Well, frick. It also apparently has a cooldown. Not sure if it saved when he died, so we do that. Ooh, what's this do? I have no timer by which to keep track of its cooldown. I literally just have to wait. Oh! Mine? I mean, it definitely wants me to go that way, but do I want to? I don't think... Yeah, okay, so... We definitely want to mark this with... If I mark it with an obstruction, I might mistakenly think I can't progress past it. At this point, the only things left are from the little black barriers that have the pulsating purple orb in the center. Why is this still here? I should mark that. So the backside of this wall isn't real. But I hate this whole thing. See, this is probably where we need the memo card that protects us from traps being able to actually kill us. Mother frickin'. Now we have to wait. First beam to this side, second beam. I don't know if I can... Okay. course. Eradicated like a slug. Man, too bad that doesn't actually do anything for us. Digital immortality. Just testing a theory. Oop, almost. Wait, so waiting for it. First laser. No, I can't slide through those, which is a shame. I mean, logically it would make sense, right? So going up here, seal of biology, that's for the bird. We need another temporal coil before that matters to us. We can head right. It actually wants us to go that way, which means we don't. When it comes to the greatest invention of the Architecture Academy, it has to be the Planet Pioneer. The Planet Pioneer? That giant robot? Place the Planet Pioneer on an undeveloped planet, and it will automatically start mining minerals, terraforming the environment, and digging tunnels. But how do you transport something that massive? Great question. Moving it all at once isn't feasible, so we use a special transport system to send it in multiple modules, then assemble it on site. Sounds fascinating. Thanks to its modular design, it can quickly switch to equipment to handle tough terrain or mountains, making it an all-terrain, all-environment, universal robot. This place is insane and full of insane people. Yeah, I still can't do that. Ah, that's why. So where to now? We keep going up, and then we head left. Now at this point, we've probably passed an hour, but that's fine since it's Friday for me. Now, that doesn't mean I necessarily have the time to be spending absurd lengths playing this game, but because I have to go to work tomorrow, and then I have another day, 2 days off. But what was my point? But I really want to keep playing, so I will make that sacrifice. Aren't I just the best? I see. He dies first then. I can't block the laser either. Right. Where does that send me? Ah, that is far. And if you're wondering why I'm putting up with this room, it's because Luminite. Right, that's unblockable. we go. And since you can't actually reach me, can I? No. Figured that might be the case. And by fluorite, I mean, or not fluorite, luminite. And by getting all the luminite, I become even stronger. Don't you open with an unblockable? No. Right. Oh no. Finally. I had to take that one serious. Don't think I forgot what's in the next room, though. Oh, wait. That way lies madness. But we'll overcome it, just as we have in this game, and the previous one, and the previous one, and the previous one. Yeah, I don't need that. So, getting used to the fact that my dash has iframes all along its animation for that one use is going to take some getting used to. There you go. Pretty sure there's nothing behind it. Really? I might have attacked too early, perhaps? Perchance? To dream? No, that's not the way that... That's not the way that goes. That's not... I keep... There we go. Beautiful. Pretty sure I know how to deal with you. This is fake. It was discolored. Ooh, the map. Could it run into the lasers, I wonder? Mother freaking lasers. I'm out. Okay. The laser up there apparently can't move for some reason. Ah. Yeah. That feels pretty good. This one. Oh, you don't have to recast it to get the extra hits. It just does them. Which explains why I lost ended up consuming 2 uses last time I used that. Soothe my child. Actually, let me remember to mark this. Hey there. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Where are we? Okay. Thought so. Yeah, we'll do that just to keep our progress. So I still can't. How far are we? Pretty far from the station. I need to go. Where is it? It's up here, not that one. Where's Clara's body? It's not in the biology section. There it is. This goes to this. We are currently... Wow. Okay. Where are we currently? There's a... There it is. Fastest way is to take the train there. And then I'm going to have to run all the way back here. Get rid of this now. Ow. I could have sworn I double dashed and I kept the immunity, or at least the animation from it. Hold on. Nothing. Let's see what happens. The last time we saved was that one quick the checkpoint a little while ago. I see you've earned Clara's recognition. The president actually gave me an identical doll once, but this one is the original, the special serial number 000. What's so special about it? While it might look like any other doll at first glance, that serial number gives it its unique value. If it were ever auctioned off, some fans might pay a fortune for it. Alright, now what are you going to give me for it? Votes. Okay, good. So we do keep the effects of them, so we can submit them all. This cooking machine must be Lynn's keepsake. They say the food it cooks has, let's say, interesting flavors. Only after students protested did Lynn decide not to mass produce it. Makes sense for Lynn, who chose this as her keepsake. To choose this as her keepsake. Is this the Galactic Compass, the Aerospace Academy's keepsake? Wait, is this Galactic Compass the Aerospace Academy's keepsake? Classic Elaine. Did you notice the sphere on top? Just input data and it simulates celestial systems across various galaxies. Pretty neat, right? Do you think Elaine would make one for me if I asked nicely? Genuinely couldn't tell you, but probably so. We don't have 18%, which we need for this door here. That is upsetting. Yeah, we're just missing the last one. Okay. Art Academy to find, or to go to Clara's area. By the way, if we die, we end up losing all of this, just so we're clear. So let's see if we can find a checkpoint somewhere nearby. There's one on the way to Clara's body, so... Okay, let's see what's going on here. That's the next painting. Lynn's portrait. So they're probably going to be scattered. The portraits are probably all going to be here, huh? What's blocking this door? Is it the purple? Is it the barrier or lasers? Can't remember. That shouldn't be there. It's not that far, so we can check. Is there any reason why we shouldn't just teleport back to the... Blocking this. Isn't this that one? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Oh. That's mighty freaking rude. So we can't get through here unless we go through the door that requires 36% of the votes. Oh, I'm positively miffed. The robot's dead, though. Can't be too upset. Right. I should probably hit this if I'm... So now we have to reset the room. And again. The issue is, motherfrick. The way the climbing animation works is the problem here. That's what the issue is. The only way you move up and down is if you jump. It's not like with the usual where you just go, where you can just move up and down naturally. That's pretty good. I did not actually pay attention to the walls, so I don't know what we're looking at. No. Should just be gone now. Now that we've got the secret sauce on those guys. Uh-oh. Yep. Motherfricker. There weren't any discolored walls. I have to remember I need to also watch the ceilings. I'm not worried about the other one up there. We know we can't go down because of the lasers. We need to take this thing over here. Okay. We're fine because of the iframes from being injured. Staying in one spot for too long just feels like a waste of time. Posted at 1350. So, if you're wondering why I still have temporal stasis, that's because rather than teleport back to Arcadia, which is still over here at Centra, I walked the entire way. Because enemies stay dead. And I like that. Do I like having more Luminite to farm? Oh, absolutely. But, you know, everything just staying dead is also very nice. Also, the path back to... The path back to the train station here is a hassle. I need to unlock this path before we can... I'm pretty sure this is the last shark head we need, or fish head. So let's get her, and that's where we'll end the video. I see. Oh, perfect. Looks like I might end up locked in there with them. There's also a way down right here somewhere. That's weird. No, that's another level beneath this section. Come on. I did manage to hit him. Oh, right, I could just dash past it. Okay. Purple, or I need to put chrono fluid on both of them. There we go. I panicked. You're good. I was going to say done. That's annoying. I have that up there. And a little insulting. We are at 39,000 Luminite. That's all right. Got our chrono shell back. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. I can wait. Oops. I don't think he hit me. Okay. We've unlocked the path back to the train station. But I mean, since we're here, while everything is dead... Oh. Ooh, but there's a gacha machine. Okay. go. -1. Okay. Are you? We played it so freaking well, too. Yeah, I'm going to have to use that ability more. What do you mean he's still alive? Okay. No need to heal. That's it. No more lasers. Are you? I didn't have my shell? Please let that be the end. I've been at this for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half at most. This was a very hard fight. And we got so much Luminite from that, we went from 39,000 something to 41,000. It was hard. And then I realized, I remembered that the lasers, they have a proper name, but I can't remember it at the moment. I remember that the lasers don't work that close against the wall, at least when they're going towards it. I was terrified at first because knowing that, I would try the wall and then it would turn around and then there would be another laser, right? So I thought that when it would turn around, the laser would be closer to the wall because, I mean, the laser came from the outer side of it, but when it would leave from the wall, it would use a different beam. At least that's what it looked like. The lasers were the biggest problem, just like the painting was the biggest problem in that other room that had really difficult enemies. The mannequins. Way, way back. When I thought I knew what difficult was. And then they threw at us a drill that would leave. Honestly, I am just glad it wasn't. I'm just glad that both of those larger enemies weren't both bosses. Because having to avoid the floor that much would have driven me insane. I'd have beaten it still. This is my day off. I can afford to spend the time. It's dark now. I've been at it playing this for so long. But I could have done it, even if they had both been bosses. Thankfully, it was just the drill that was the boss. So all I had to do was make sure that the four-legged robot wasn't doing its slam attack anywhere near me, but that I was at least as far across the other side of the screen as possible. And then I could lure the drill in, and, well, you saw how the rest went. Granted, you won't be seeing all of the failed attempts, but you will have seen that I discovered some new tech. Apparently, well, no, it's not necessarily tech, is it? It's not bypassing any mechanics or anything. It's just, actually, it is, isn't it? Basically, when you when you blow up the chrono fluid on an enemy using a heavy attack, there's a split second where you can cast your ability. Well, you can cast a weapon ability. Let's make sure it's clear. In between hitting them and acquiring the, I guess, chrono shell or the charge that you would get from using an ability. Well, the charge you would get from them for ability use. So you cast the ability and then you lose that charge, but you immediately regain the charge. So it's like you're basically able to cast an ability for free. Almost. I mean, if you had cast the ability sometime before bursting the chrono fluid, it'd be the same thing. And it's not like you gain an additional damage on an enemy that's disabled from having, I don't remember what the proper term for those little stance charges is, but once you break an enemy's stance charges and you knock them, I should have said that. Once you break an enemy's stance and you knock them down, it's not like you get extra damage while they're in that state. Which I wish was the case. There's probably a memo card that does that for us. But anyway, getting back to the business at hand, that was a difficult fight. Made more difficult by the temporal stasis. And what do we get? 2 temporalis. 2. I'm not sure if the bonus reward from stasis is properly implemented or not. But here we have acquired failure compilation. Kotama deals more damage as her remaining chrono shell percentage decreases. That could actually be good. After all, we take one hit, we're basically shellless, right? Being in that state means we're at minus 100% chrono shell. So would we have more damage during that time? Granted, I don't like being in that position, so I'm probably not really, it's probably not a really good idea for me. It would depend on just how much more damage you get out of it while your shell is down. And that's assuming there isn't a cap, say 20% of your chrono shell, and then that's the maximum damage, extra damage you get out of this. It is not great for us. I do not want to do that again. It's not great for us, but I kind of want to at least try it, you know? Oh, right, I said we wouldn't end the video. Aha, see? It's even marked as the fish head. So, let's go do that. I hope this is the last one we need. Hold on, there's something over here, too. Oh, that leads to an area we've already been. No need to deal with that then. Hopefully this is the last one we need to get the last weapon, which I'm assuming is the liquid blade from... I don't know if this is... Actually, okay. There was a temporal coil that we could pop somewhere, but I don't remember where exactly. Right, we can't actually do that. Wasn't this above? Wasn't this above lasers? The shape of the room down here certainly says as much. How do I even get here by 1350? The only way to get there quickly is to go through the lasers, but there's literally no way to do that. And if I hit the chrono thing back on Arcadia, I lose this, and that's not great. I think, actually, no. I'm tempted to go back to the main menu and copy this save. I know. I'm tempted to go back and copy this save, then use the copy to go down to Arcadia to see if I can finagle a way up through here. It's really the only way we can actually get there in time. There's just no way. And I think we only reset to 10 o'clock in the morning. That's just not enough. We reset to 10 o'clock in the morning. If we start here, we have to make it all the way down here by 1:50. And to do it, we have to cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. That's too many. There has to be a better way to get there, right? Unless... there's no hidden wall there. And when we hit this beam, we reset to the floor. I don't see a way out. Going this path is nonsense. That's just not happening. So how do we even make this work? We need so many more time coils. We basically have, I think it's a maximum of 4 hours worth of travel between rooms. And like I said, this is 6, which means we need 2 extra coils before we can actually get here. Okay, and there's also a door here as well that we can only open from the opposite side. I'm upset. Is this lasers? This might be lasers. Yeah, let's go back to the Aerospace Academy. I know all of the enemies here are going to respawn if we don't need to take the fast route back, do we? We've got a quick way to the place we need to be. Oh, mother frickin'. I forgot to hit the switch. I'm trying to keep the stasis because I want all of the enemies to stay dead. But it also means everything takes longer to do. Well, getting back to the train at least. Could you imagine having to re-navigate through this area while the lasers are there? Oh, that's just... Yeah, I prefer everything being dead. I wanted to check out this room down here and figure out why we didn't go in there, but... I'm starting to think there might be a strength gain cap on the memo card that gives us more damage based on how many. If I reset the timer, would an enemy No, enemies don't cause that thing to drop. We tested that before with one of the fish head girls. And I say tested, but it was done incidentally. So we know enemies don't cause it to drop. Okay. I still need to go to Arcadia. But this room says it's a dead end. But it might be... So yeah, since finding that out, I'm just going to go ahead. This is bad. I need to wait for them to be together, right? That's upsetting. Of course it did. Go. Give me that. Shut up. I forgot to wait for it to recharge. Might have to, but for now. And by might have to, I mean I might have to move this column again. Where were we going? There were lasers somewhere else, I remembered. Aerospace, right. Let's put a marker. Oh, okay. We'll do that, I guess. And here we have design blueprint. Kotama periodically charges up, causing her next fluid detonation to deal extra damage. Are we talking double extra or just... That goes here. That one sounds good too. Design blueprint is another 2 slot. But I think we've got everything. I went the wrong way. Wait, does that mean I can't even take the shortcut? We need to get to Arcadia, period. Should be able to hit people where it is. So then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. This would take it away, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's mark it just so we have it marked. Okay, so got everything from here. We need to go up. Okay. Okay, from here we need to go to the Aerospace Academy. And be very careful about dying as well. So we need to go that way. Here, I guess we can just keep heading right. Yeah. put it right on that. And hopefully I'll remember that that's supposed to mean that it's blocked by the black goo, I guess. From here I could teleport back to Arcadia, but is that really the best use of our time? We're close to 18% of the votes, but we can't complete anything yet. If we could find the last fish head girl, that would push us over. But I didn't mark that. It's over here. Yeah, so far all of the paintings have been found up here. But I don't see where the last one could be. At least not yet. Regardless, I think that's going to be it. I wanted to get to her, but I don't think we can with how many coils we currently have. We have to come at this from Centra or Central District. Because we can't get through the lasers. We've seen that. There's nothing I can think of. Even if there were some sort of a prop we could push onto the I don't know what to call it. The weighted platform. You know, it's technically not weighted, but hopefully gets the idea across at least. I wish there were some sort of a prop, but even if there were, it would reset once we reclaim the time coils, so it wouldn't even be on the platform anymore. I really don't know what to do here. Oh, right, there is one other place. In fact, I think that's where I was actually supposed to be going. So yeah. That's fine. Okay, finally. Alright. This is going to be a maze, isn't it? Okay, sure. What's on this? I want that luminite. God dang it. There we go. Yeah, I know I missed the luminite. It is not nearly that important. The damage is still 15. It's been 15 with this for a long time. Still, I can't help but gaze up at the sky, chasing after that figure dancing through the air. Posted at 1350. So there's another one here. I say another one here, but that's not. Also, this is blocked U. Get there 1350 from here. This is 11, 12, 13. We don't make it. We need at least 2 more temporal coils. 1 for Amber and then 2 for the remaining, well, the 2 fishhead gang girls that we know about. This juncture, we're looking at another wave. a wave-based boss fight, and this video is probably inching towards 4 hours as it is. Well, 4.5 at least. We're going to have to cut out the other wave-based fights that we lost. So that'll shear down some of this, but we have to go back. And in so doing, we're going to reset all of the enemies. But it has to be done. There's just no way. Because the only checkpoint we have is here. Yeah, and we have nothing that's any closer. So the smartest thing to do is to make our checkpoint Arcadia instead. I hate that it has to be this way, but oh, yeah, this is also blocked by that. So even though it's not technically there that the goo door is at, it's up here on a platform. But it's fine. It's basically the same idea. This is the same thing. Put it on the door so I know it's the black goo instead. I'm pretty sure this is black goo. I don't know about this, so I'll put a marker there. I don't remember this room. It looks like there could be a secret here somewhere, but I don't remember there being that many lasers in the Aerospace Academy, so I also don't know what the point of these are. Yeah, so let's head back to Arcadia. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode that will be much, much shorter. Because it'll be a day, no. That I'm going to record the next 2 days worth of episodes on Saturday, so I'll have the extra time, even though I'm supposed to start watching. I've got so many anime episodes lined up for Saturday and Sunday that I should get started as soon as possible, right? But I'm not going to do it that way. If the episodes recorded on Saturday take however long, they take however long. So for Tuesday and Wednesday, the next 2 coming episodes, they could be anywhere between an hour and whatever today is. Well, no, I still want to get to the anime as soon as possible. So maybe 2.5 hours will be the most either of those episodes will be. So at least you know ahead of time that you might need to make some time for a feature-length film or 2 over the next couple of days. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.